Hi, FireCreeper here, and I've pulled up the last images files from last time I drew, which was what, beginning of last month, end of December. I don't know. I did it for I think I did it for anniversary. So actually, it would have been at the end of December. But we're drawing cause art, and yeah, I am tired. I I may or may not have stayed up a little bit extra last night. What was this? Oh, I was drawing myself as Power Ranger. Okay. I was playing Code Vein 2. I'll pull up a reference image over here. Hold on. Mystic Force. I'm a Power Ranger. There you go. Power Rangers Mystic Force. Aha! Images. I am tired. Yeah. Oh, cause I drew myself in the red Power Rangers pose. Cause it looks cooler than standing there off to the side. Okay. Okay, I remember now. And she was the butterfly. Okay. Okay. I have everything's slowly coming back. Okie dokie. Cause I like Power Rangers. But no, I was playing some Code Vein 2. You know, cause I have the game. Ugh, so poorly optimized. When I say it's poorly optimized, I mean it's poorly optimized. Anyways, but uh, but I was playing it and I was at Holly's fight because I'm trying to bring Jose back. Cause I love Jose. um, there are, in fact, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Um, so yeah, I'm like I miss Jose, so I'm doing stuff to get her back. But my golly, Holly's fight. Okay, so first phase is super easy, right? The moment you hit second phase, you wanna throw something out the window, you know? Cause cause Death Holly. Holly, like when she's riding the giant Grim Reaper. By the way, spoilers. Um, is like, oh, it has this has is not difficult. It is a big target, pretty easy to hit. Okay. However, goes from big target to small target, and oh, she also makes a clone later in the fight. And I just want to throw someone out the window. Hi, Emroy. Sorry. I'm not trying to. I'm talking about one of the boss fights, though. Um, one of the characters, Holly. Her boss fight's a pain. I stayed up till 1 in the morning last night fighting her. And now I'm paying for it. So, anyway, sorry. It is. It is a time. It is a time. So, anyways, we're drawing me like a Power Ranger today. Because that's the last thing I talked about when I drew stuff. Was Power Rangers Mystic Force. So, I am now a Mystic Force Power Ranger. Yeah. Crimson Ranger. uh Okay. But yeah. How's you been? How's chat been? Sorry. I've been tired. Pro tip, kids, don't stay up till 1 in the morning playing Code Vein 2. Oh god. This is my life. But yeah, that's what I did yesterday. Ah, no! Or I dropped my phone, which also has my chat, which also has my reference image, which also. Ah! Welcome to my life, where I make poor life decisions and then stream the next day. And then stream. So, then they got a belt buckle. I'm becoming the Pink Ranger. No one's stopping me! As I relive my childhood. Okay. Burp. Burp. Okay. And I like the pants. But yeah. Okay. But that's what I've been doing. That's what the rest of my week was actually kind of boring. Okay, and then they got big lips. Maybe one of these days I should really rewatch Power Rangers, but I've been watching I think I've talked about this before. But I've been watching Roll Over and Die, which is great. I read the manga, but the manga stops at some point. Wait a minute. How do these gloves start on work? Wait. They're like, okay. So that's been a lot of fun. That's been plenty fun. I can tell which part of like in the like story and conjecture to others the stuff, like when things are happening. Like, oh. So it's not one-to-one all the time with the manga. It's pretty close though. But it's a pretty good show. Even if I've never read the manga. It's actually pretty fun. And it has good pacing. There's this narrator at like the beginning or so. Anyways, well, she continues through a couple of the episodes, and I'm like, but she'll like say something that is like being shown on screen, just kind of unintentionally funny. Like, I know it's like not, but it is in fact unintentionally funny. So, jumpsuits. So skirt and leggings, I guess. Okay. Okie dokie. So. But yeah. That's been fun, and I've also been watching Holy Grail of Eris, which has also been fun. So I suggest watching those. Yeah. Watching the anime when I can, but mostly I've been filling my time up with playing Code Vein 2. Makes me so happy to play that game. Like, It may be optimized like crap. But you know what? At least my computer can run it. It's not so bad that it's unrunnable. Though there are some parts where it gets borderline that, sadly. Which sucks. I really don't like the skirt. I'm not gonna have the skirt. Sorry, I have like this natural repulsion to like skirts and dresses. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna don't mind me. Or do. I'd rather you did. But you could also not if you This is bigger. This is so much bigger. This piece is big. It's the Power Ranger weird triangle. It's the Power Ranger triangle. The Power Ranger triangle. You know, sometimes I look at Power Rangers and I'm like, this feels like it has the same origin story as Star Trek, where they have like the budget of like $10. But they make it work. I know Power Rangers that is not, but sometimes. And then this goes straight down the leg. Like so. Boom! Power Rangers! And then we'll do boom. Okay, because that's the edge, I think. Whatever. Whatever. We're drawing pants. Oh god, what's chat been up to? What has chat been up to? I wish to know everything about your lives. Actually, don't tell me everything about your lives. No. I love chat. Enough. But how's your guys' week been good? That's the important thing. Mine's been tiring. So I had to draw this doggone belt. Well, it's because the curvature of the I need to stop focusing on something. I need to get good. Oh golly. But yeah. Erase that and that. And take 2 on drawing this belt buckle. It's a belt buckle. How does this belt buckle work? I swear this stream's just gonna be the equivalent of just shower thoughts. Wait, hold on. How was it? Wait, how was it shaped again? Oh, like that. Like that? And then, what does your belt look like? Zoom in on the picture. No! Let me zoom in! My phone's been stupid. Okay. Yeah, it has the horn looking things. No, I drew the lines too close. That's what I did. I drew the lines too close. Okay. Because the belt is super wide. The belt buckle, like, it's wide. There's a wide belt buckle. Not like they need it. It's not like they're wearing pants. Guys, why do you have a belt if you're not wearing pants? That is a statement. That is Cause like, think about it. If you're not wearing any pants, then you don't need a belt. I.e., you don't need a belt buckle. Does this line of thought make any sense? I sure hope it does. I really do. My erase, stop being weird. Tablet of the arting. Ancient tablet of art. It's not that old, actually. It's like, well, what is my tablet? Let's see. Ah! No! My phone! Again! God got it. Keep fat fingering everything. This is what happens when you have your reference picture on the phone and you're chilling out in a cozy blanket, but your blanket is like fluffy, so like your phone's like the case on your phone, because it's smooth, like falls down all the time. That's twice. Hasn't even been half an hour yet. It's been 20 minutes. This is a great telling of what the stream's gonna be. Now we want this a little over because I need to draw these leg pieces first. That. There we go. Call it. Dog got it. Holy crap. Who knew drawing Power Rangers would be so difficult? No, I think Dawn would be the Blue Ranger. You know? If I had to, like, give somebody a Ranger, I think I'd give Dawn the Blue Ranger, because I don't think a Purple Ranger has ever existed. No, maybe it has. It depends on which series you're looking at. Because I like Mystic Force because it's always off the rails. But there are some I think there is a Power Rangers where there is a Purple Ranger. I'm not too sure. But basically, I'd give Dawn that or the Blue Ranger. I can see Dawn. I don't know. Is there a I might have to look that up later. Is there a Purple Ranger? Does a Purple Ranger in fact exist in Power Rangers lore? Power Ranger lore. Oh, golly. Like, would that just be the child of the Blue Ranger and the Red Ranger? Would they be the Purple Ranger? A horrible joke, I know. Sorry. Yeah. It's the Purple Ranger. I mean, like, that's not how Power Ranger children work. Because, you know, Mystic Force, for our Red Ranger, their mom is the White Ranger, and then their dad is the Crimson Ranger, if I'm remembering correctly. Which, like, Crimson is just a darker red. So, like, I mean, I guess if you think really hard about it, I guess you could say that'd make a regular Red Ranger, but it's more likely to make a really dark pink if you mix white and crimson. Like, because white plus oh my goodness, white plus red makes pink. That's how the color pink comes into existence. Yeah, you mix white and red together. That's how you would do it if you were painting. Okay? And so, theoretically, by my logic, of if the Red Ranger and Blue Ranger were to have a child, their kid as Ranger form would be purple. So by my logic, the Red Ranger should be actually dark pink Ranger. I am not sorry for this train of thought. At all. So, yeah. that is what theoretically our Red Ranger and Mystic should be. Yep. Yep. And then does some sort of Gundam thing here. And then the eyeballs. Okay, this comes down in a peak. Yep. Yep. Does do a Gundam thing! Oh my goodness. Wait, hold on. How does it? Wait. No. Can we? Ah, here. Great picture. Okay, it's just a. Okay. Just does that. Nice. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Magical! I was able to draw a belt with a lot of problems. And we'll just draw these pieces just to have a little more something. Something. Yeah, okay. Let's see if a purple ranger even exists. Let's see. You know, sometimes I wonder how, like, the casting call, like, goes for, like, some of these kinds of shows. You know? Like, I don't know, maybe it's probably literally just like, okay, we're doing another Power Rangers. We need some people to pretend to be children. You know, I'd be like, whatever. But part of me wants to be like, okay, so what's your favorite color? What? It's like, pink. Cool, you're the Pink Ranger. Pretend to punch something. Violence. Do a violence. Yeah, I know this is not how Power Ranger outfits typically go. The women got... well, they have leggings. And then they have... you know, their skirting. Their one piece goes into a skirt, and then they gain leggings. But I don't enjoy drawing skirts, and I don't feel like drawing a skirt, so I won't. So, but yeah, I know this is not normal Power Ranger dressing convention. Wait, my belt looks off. Whatever. We'll just live with it until I don't. Okay. I'll just select transform. Shift over that way, please. Thank you. Okay. There we go. Okay. I'll live, I think. Perhaps. Maybe. I don't know. Am I gonna live? Is this something I can recover from? That looks so stupid. I will live. Look at that, it's a Power Ranger. Go, Fire Ranger. Hold on. Okay, I just got a super dumb idea. Okay. So, you know how I draw you guys, my thumbnails, you know, every now and then? You're like a little ball, an orb. I got an idea, it's kind of stupid. Hold on. We need, let's see. Other Power Ranger poses are, let's see. Like, so, bam. If that's correct, I think that's correct. Because we're mystic forcing. No. Okay. They are that. Okay. Okay. And these would technically be where, so the Red Ranger's in the middle, then you got the Pink Ranger on the side, but we're shifting the colors around because yes. Okay. Okay. I hope you guys can see what I'm going for here. Hi, Lunar. How's everything going for you? How are you doing? I'm drawing Power Rangers. I'm drawing everybody on my wavelengths. That's Power Rangers. You guys get to be Power Rangers with me. Hi. So, we get to all be Power Rangers. So, I don't know how I'm gonna. I just woke up and I wanna go. Oof. Oof, that sucks. Well, that actually really sucks. There was don't know if Dawn ever told you that. Okay, story time. So there was a day where I like completely shot my voice. I had choir and then I streamed because my choir is always the day before stream. Anyways, I had choir and then I streamed, and like for some reason like my voice was completely shot because I think it was I got a cold. I remember. I got a cold and I was recovering from that. And so my voice wasn't completely back by the time Thursday came around. Well, also, unluckily for me, I couldn't sleep that night. And so I started playing Tricky Towers, because I own that game. And that's like the game I play when, like, I want to kill time a bit, but I don't want to like commit to something like Code Vein, you know? Like, I don't want to commit to it and a very time intensive game. So I'd play Tricky Towers. But I was playing Tricky Towers at like midnight. Closer to actually 1. And Dawn noticed. And I like, you know, hop into chat with him and we were talking, and then suddenly my voice just completely went out and I actually couldn't go to sleep until it was midday the next day. That was fun. Learned a lot about the text to speech bot, the TTS. So cause yeah, I literally couldn't speak. If I did, it hurt my throat at that time. But yeah. Welcome back, Emroy. I was just telling Luna that about the time when my voice went out and I couldn't go back to bed until it was about 12 o'clock p.m. You know, midday. Yeah, I pulled an all-nighter on accident because I literally couldn't sleep. But you also missed me failing to draw a belt and then eventually getting there. Also, I'm making you guys into Power Rangers. Y'all been Power Rangers with me. It looks a little empty when it's just my character sitting there. So we get to have the rest of the cast. Hi. What do you want? No, you're not gonna hop onto my lap. My lap's already occupied. Yeah, you get head pats though. I love you. Yeah, making y'all Power Rangers. Making y'all. Do you have an issue with this? I just spat everywhere. Disgusting. Okay. Meow! No, you don't get to be on my lap. Down. I'm not a Power Ranger. You shall be a Power Ranger! What do you want? Okay, I know what you want. I'm not playing a game and my lap's occupied. Child. My cat's here and he's yelling at me. I haven't watched Power Rangers in so long since I was like. I haven't watched Power Rangers in a hot minute either. But Mystic Force is my favorite. It is objectively the most unhinged one. It is off the rails all the time and I love it. But Power Rangers does get pretty out there though. What's up? Yeah, you want on my lap. Weirdo. Here we go. Y'all gonna be cute. Y'all gonna be cute. We're talking about Power Rangers. I'm making everybody a Power Ranger. Select, transform, flip, boom. Y'all Power Rangers now. Okay. There's one more pose. There is in fact one final pose. What do you want? So it's so cute. It's but let's Power Rangers apply. Okay. Where's my symmetry pen? Symmetry. We'll say about here. I like that line. Yeah, that's about right, it looks. Oh, cool. Yeah. Nice. No, leave me out. No. The baby wants a touch. I know. Come up here. Yeah, get up here. Get up here. Oh my goodness. You've been wanting. Thank you. Okay. I now have a cat on my lap. You get to be my table now. No, you don't. You don't have much to say about this. Nope. Nope. Okay. Okay. Did you roll around in some dirt? Okay, can I love you. You're in my way. Yeah, I love you too. You stop it. Stop it. Let me. Can I be specifically in this? I'm gonna make everybody a Power Ranger. I'll make everybody a Power Ranger here. I've already claimed Pink Ranger though. I've already claimed Pink Ranger. If you want a Ranger, go. Cat, that is my hand. Nope, stop it. Stop. No, let me. Stop. That hand is in use. I have an art tablet here. Yes. You smell like you rolled in like some burnt wood. What did you roll in? Stop! That is my hand! It is... Yes, you want head pats. Stop it. I love you too. Yes. No. Stop. Sit down or something. Stop putting all your weight on your front paws. Doggone cats. Love my cats. I really do. Sometimes you're a little annoying. Yeah. But sir, I might just kick you off. It's like having a real job. Yep. Without the human stuff. Yeah. Okay. No. 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 Let me. Yes, I love you, child. You are my child. I never birthed you. But you are my fluffy baby. Okay. Let's. Come on. No. Stop. Ow, that is my knee. Your claws hurt. That is my exposed knee. Please, please. Ow. Ow, 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 ow. Your claws don't feel good. I'm kicking you off. Hasta la vista. Ow. That hurt. Can I draw now in bees? Oh, that was my cat. One of my two cats. Their claws are sharp. I love my cats. I love my cats. Oh, golly. This is why we have children. Have fluff babies. Have the fun cats. Okay. I'm gonna draw Power Rangers. We're Power Ranger Mystic Force. Cause that's my favorite Power Rangers. Golly. That is now away. Suddenly I can draw so much faster. Who could have thunk? Yep. Oh no, you're not leaving him, right? A fluff baby, yeah. Seen that much Power Rangers before. Dino Force is super popular, but my favorite has always been Mystic Force. Just because of how basically off the rails it gets. But basically, Mystic Force is like, you have the usual Power Rangers shenanigans, okay? And then you add another layer of magic onto it. Like, you can already assume that the world of Power Rangers has magic, but this is just like an added layer of magic. What do they so they have their Zords. And they actually ride rooms, if I remember as correctly. But their Zord, what was it? So magic squirt, effectively. Hold on. I want to pull up their Zords. We want their Zord. Zords. So, the Mystic Force Zords are they're way more human in shape. So, why are all these pictures crap? But yeah, so all of them are effectively humanoid. Very, very humanoid. If you were to search up Mystic Force swords, you'd see what I'm talking about. Cause like all the other Zords have like a clear like I guess you could say like animal or like object to them, but these are very, very person. The least person is the yellow and green ranger. Because the green ranger is the minotaur and the yellow ranger is a bird. It's I'd say a phoenix, but the red ranger is supposed to be a phoenix, so yeah, Power Ranger combined with Sailor Moon. Yeah, that's actually pretty accurate. The Sailor Moon is, if you think about it, Sailor Moon is a Power Ranger. Magical girls are Power Rangers, but Power Rangers are also magical girls. Think about it. Yeah. Green Ranger's a Minotaur. But the Pink Ranger is a fairy. The Yellow Ranger is a bird. The Phoenix, but you gotta look at their helmets. And then, but the Red Ranger literally is like a dude. Attack on it. So that yeah. Yeah. But the Pink Ranger is a fairy. Yeah. And the Blue Ranger is like effectively a mage. But yeah. The Rangers, Mystic Force, the Zords are meh, in my opinion. But what really makes Mystic Force great is the Power Rangers themselves. You know, the main thing of the show. Like, yeah, it has a lot of fun action scenes, don't get me wrong. And they have a lot of fun random magic stuff that happens, which is great. It's actually because of the fun magic stuff that happens. It's, earlier I was talking about the Red Ranger's family tree. Okay. Sorry, this is definitely spoilers. I know I said this earlier. So Red Ranger, his mom is the White Ranger. Yeah. And then his dad is the Crimson Ranger. So his mom is like one of the good guys, and then his dad is like one of the bad guys. One of the BBEGs. Yeah. It is a time. It is a time to be a Power Ranger. It is yeah. So I heard that they're doing another reboot of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I'll just give everybody pants. I just don't feel like drawing skirts today. Everybody gets to have pants. Yeah, like Lloyd. The green one, let's see, I was very focused on the Pink Ranger because that one was my favorite. She was the most emo teenager out of everybody. Maybe we should do like a whole Power Rangers watch along. We watch Mystic Force, only Mystic Force. But yeah, so but like the Gold Ranger, he's a doozy. Cause a genie in a bottle actually exists. And it's a cat. It's in fact a massive cat that lives in a bottle. Yeah. He's good fun. He's good. Yeah, and let's see, the extra rangers are white, gold, crimson, if I'm remembering. Yeah. Pink one being emo. Yeah. The pink one is like the most. She's like the most like stereotypical, like what you would call emo teen out of like everybody. Yeah, so we have crimson, white, gold as the extra rangers, if I remember. Yeah. I'm looking at an image right now. Yeah, I think this one might have the least amount of rangers. Least amount of extra rangers. So, okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm just doing some staring. Yeah. Magic Kizzy. What are they doing to the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers? I don't know, but I heard that they're rebooting it again. Again. Like this is like I think the third time that they're rebooting it. So, but I haven't watched Mighty Morphin in a long time. Like out of all the Power Rangers, Mighty Morphin is not the one that is just like the one I least remember. But also like my favorite is objectively Mystic Force. So yeah. But that is to be expected for me. Sadly. But yeah. C'est la vie, I guess. Yeah. At least they're yeah. They're but yeah, Mighty Morphin's getting a reboot. So another reboot. That's what's happening. I heard that from I went to a GameStop a little while ago, and the you know, the GameStop clerk, he also watches enjoys Power Rangers, Power Ranger connoisseur. Yeah. So, and he's like, "Oh yeah, they're rebooting Mighty Morphin again. They really should reboot something else." It was his consensus, effectively. I need to bring that shoulder in. I need to bring that shoulder in. So, but I haven't watched Mighty Morphin in a while, so yeah. Mighty Morphin is the one that pops into. Yeah, I mean it's the one that everybody thinks of. That's what one of the favorite weird thing. Yeah. The short and nasty. Yeah. Yeah. So. Yeah, that that one or Dino Charge, where they just like waltz into a cave and gain powers. But it was all. I think it was also Mighty Morphin. If I remember, like, I haven't watched these shows in a bit, so my memory isn't completely on par. So, but yeah, like, okay. And okay. Newt. Yeah. They touched Dino Thunder, I swear I'm gonna lose it. They're making the He-Man movie, which doesn't look bad. Nice. At least it doesn't look bad. If it did, I would have some words. I would have some thoughts and opinions, and none of y'all's gonna stop me. Nah, I haven't watched He-Man in forever. So, yeah. I very much remember the memes. The memes! The memes! Yeah. Where is my... There. Okay. Shaped like this, then like... that. I screwed up earlier on. Okay. There we go. I don't make mistakes. Think I do? That's a lie. Yep. Okay. There we go. Okay. Nope. You know what? I'm gonna go before I go. Have fun, be safe. But yeah. Yeah, I haven't watched Power Rangers. I love Power Rangers though. I have very fond memories of Power Rangers, okay? Power Rangers and Voltron. And I really need to get around to watching the newer Voltron that came out. Like, I really want to get around to it, but I haven't. Because I've been busy doing other things. And, I mean, one of those other things is Code Vein 2. My current obsession, because I love Code Vein to death. Sadly, I can't stream it. Ah! I was actually really hoping to stream Code Vein 2. But, because of how the game itself is optimized, I can't. So, oh well. Hi, Shanks. But I've been either watching other anime, but mostly playing Code Vein 2. There we go. Okay. So now we do this. We're gonna have I'm gonna do this. I hope you like this, Luna. Yeah. Because we have the whole Power Rangers team. Actually, I could probably give you the skirt, but I don't feel like drawing skirts. I've been very much not feeling like drawing skirts. Okay. There we go. Haha. Oh god. This is what happens. This is what happens. Yep. Okay. Emerald's. But we know who the Green Ranger's gonna be. We all know who the Green. Okay. I am not sorry. I am not sorry. Well, I almost forgot to give you guys your capes. I can't forget to give you guys the capes. Hold on. No. Okay. Symmetry pen. There you go. Can't forget the capes. I almost forgot the capes. Actually, I should do these individually. Because I clearly have some sort of wind going on here. So. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna. Yeah. We aren't gonna have it that dramatic. But we are gonna have the cake blowing in the wind a bit. Might have to make my canvas bigger, to be honest. Yeah. There you go. There you go. Capes! No capes! There you go, because Mystic Force gets the capes. That's the best thing about Mystic Force. They get capes. They get So here we go. They get to have capes. I'm just don't feel like drawing you guys holding helmets though. One helmet was enough for me. One helmet was enough. So, but y'all can have capes. Y'all can have capes. There you go. Sadly, you can't see Lunar's cape. No! There you go. Aha! And then I'm gonna fix a mistake over here. That. Boom! I never made any mistakes at all. Look at that. Look at that. Look! I'll go back. It's not a cat. Here, let me... It's not... Back on it. Here. Luna. There you go. Cat. It's a wolf. It's a wolf. This is a wolf. There you go. Okay. And then now we're gonna need to make my canvas wider. Okay. Let's make it wider. Edit canvas size. Width we will do that big. Okay. Yeah. I can fit everybody on there. Okay. Okay. Then the final pose was the final pose. This was the final pose. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna do the Green Ranger's pose because it looks better. Yeah. We're gonna flip it. Okay, because it was very... Quiz. Okay. Got that. Is this, that. And then... It looks so stupid. Okay. That. Okay. There we go. Alright, select transform. Excuse me. We're doing this kind of like a triangle. But it gets farther and farther back. Okay. Okie dokie. Okay. Newt! Symmetry pen! Where's my symmetry pen? Symmetry pen! Symmetry right here. Here. Thank you. Okay. We're all Power Rangering together. Playing Elden Ring. Gotta fight 3. Oof! And get stronger or get good. One of the two. Did I tell you guys about my So I have on Code Vein. I have a personal game that is I call it my level 1 run, but not my true level 1 run. My level 1 run is where I don't level up, see how far I can get without leveling up once. That's been a lot of fun. Been super challenging. Been a lot of fun. So, yeah. But like, that is something I've been doing. I haven't continued it in a bit, but that's mostly because I've been playing Code Vein 2. The one thing I can't get off my mind, Code Vein 2, my favorite game. So, actually, I like Code Vein, and I have deemed until I haven't checked the Steam reviews again. But especially when the game first came out, I a lot of them a little invalid, just because of how a lot of the reviews are approaching the game, which is also by fault of how the game marketed itself. Yeah, that sounds crazy. Because well, mostly because of the game is saying Code Vein 2 instead of like Resurrections or something, I don't know. But point is that hand is so much smaller. Okay. But a lot of the Steam reviews are coming at it like it's supposed to be a sequel. But the game more accurately is in another timeline that utilizes the same world, if that makes sense. So there's just a fundamental difference. But that's my own personal thoughts. Yeah. This is a very round circle I drew. This is a... So... yeah. But it's a good game. Poorly optimized. I will forever mention that it's optimized like crap. So yep. Nothing will ever stop me from mentioning that. Doggone it. But that is a pretty good spot. We'll just have to shift everybody over. there. Oh. Let's do that. There. That'll work. Okay. We're gonna have to draw over this again later. Oh well. But, yeah! I'm just listening to keep myself sane. Just to keep yourself sane! I didn't know I could keep people sane. I thought I made people insane. Wow. That's a first. I never keep anybody sane. Where's my symmetry pen? Symmetry! It says symmetrical. Think about here, hopefully. Hopefully. I sure hope so. Yeah, we'll hope so. I'll hope for the best. We'll just do this. Boom. Yeah, nobody's wearing their helmets. Safety first. What's safety here? We don't know what that word means. Yeah. Yep. This is where everyone gets a nice little human-ish form. After dying over and over, yeah, this is better than that. I sure hope this is better than that. Dying isn't too fun, though. Yeah, I mean, it is. It happens. I don't know. I've always been able. I mean, I haven't ever minded dying in games, but I know some people who very much do mind. Maybe that's why I enjoy Souls-like so much. Is because I don't mind dying. Like, genuinely. Like, I'm like, oh no, I died! So anyways. Yeah. Yeah. Death! Psh, it's just a little setback. Don't worry about it. But actually how I stay, I guess you could say, sane in games that are like Code Vein or like Dark Souls or like Elden Ring. I've tried to get it. I don't know if I mentioned this, but I've tried to get into Elden Ring, and I don't know, something about that game doesn't quite click. Don't mind dying, but it's this 3 people. Yeah. But like, for me, it's just I don't know, I just like, I get into a flow, I gotta get into a groove, somehow. And like, usually actually dying kind of motivates me. It's weird. Anyways, but like, the moment I get into a groove, and I get like super focused, you can always tell when I'm focused. I do my best to not do this, but it happens. It happened during my Code Vein streams every now and then. But I would like, I'd go dead silent. Okay, that is me entering super focus mode. And if I'm like, oh, I need to speak, I'll just repeat the same like thing I said earlier. I mean, I already do that, but I'll repeat it even more. Because I'm like, wait, I need to speak. Yeah. It's a conundrum, I guess. But that is... Yeah, I just gotta, like, enter the zone. You know, it works pretty well. Like, yeah, you just go dead silent. It's like, Fire, are you alive? And it's like, I don't know, am I alive? But also, like, that has the consequence of, like, I also, like, if you were to call out my name, okay, if somebody were to be speaking to me, and I enter the zone, okay, there's a good chance I'm not going to, like, hear you at all. Like, you'll say something loud and clear to me, and I go, uh-huh, and I'm not gonna understand. I am not gonna hear you. Because my brain is just that occupied on whatever it is. You know? Like... that is what will happen. Like... It is, it's kind of funny, actually. One time, my oldest brother, he took a picture of my face, and then sent it to me. Because, you know, I was playing Code Vein, and I was super duper focused, right? And like, I was so focused. And so I have two brothers, and that picture, I looked just like one of my brothers. Like, it was weird. Yeah. Like, it is... Did I? Seriously? I wanted to avoid cutting off his speaking! Okay. Used to be over. 4 pixels. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. Just fantastic. Okay. If I were to draw his pinky. Yay! It's not cut off. It is too close to the edge. It's too close to... Ugh. Just need to shift this back over. Not to there, because that's too far. Let's try there. How about that? 3 squares. Okay. That works. That works. Whatever. It works. We are... That's why I shifted everybody over in the first place. Okay. I'm fine. I'm wonderful. I'm fantastic. I have no anger. I have no anger in my soul right now. I haven't. Yeah. Anyway. Girly. Bye, girly. But yeah. Actually, I've been like, there's games I haven't finished yet on stream. Like, I've finished them. Except for Dishonored 1, I think. I haven't actually ever played through that before. But like, I've been wanting to like pick up another game, but I'm like, I know if I do that, I'm gonna end up dropping a different game, effectively. That makes sense. But I wanna freshen up the list of games I've been playing. You know, because I have a lot of games. I own a lot of games. What? I don't know, what are you saying to yourself? But like I've been wanting to pick up start streaming another game. I might. We'll have to see if I can complete the storyline of literally anything else. And I did finish Code Vein, but I haven't gotten through the DLCs on stream. So there is that. Which, yeah, I should do. But I don't want to do Code Vein. I don't like streaming the same game back to back. Like, I know, like, that's what, like, a lot of people do. But streaming the same game back to back is not my speed. Like, I've never been much of a fan of doing that. Like, I understand why it is done. Especially if it's, like, Pokemon. Welcome back. But, like, I don't enjoy doing that. So I always, you know, I have my roster of games I've been, you know, casually like going through, but I've been wanting to add another game on there. I might not. I mean, I know I will once I finish another game, because I like doing storyline heavy games. They make me very, very happy to play. I like my linear stories. Not everybody enjoys them, but I like them as much as I also like my open world stuff. You know. But yeah. Actually, I do have Undertale. And I remember being super into Undertale, and I didn't even play the game yet at that time. I was super young. Okay, not super. I was young enough. But I was like, but I've played through Undertale and I really, really like it. And I would actually definitely play it again. When the last time I played it was, okay, it was a couple of years back. It was, I want to say 3 or 4 years ago is when I played Undertale, when I last played it. So yeah. But yeah, I remember when fun pre-orders came up for the PS4, and I really wanted to get it, but I was broke. So yeah, I wanted all the extra stuff. So you know how the fandom was. Yeah, I remember I was part of the fandom. Like, and when I was into Undertale, I didn't even play the game yet because I didn't even own it. That's when I played the game. When I was in the fandom, it was even earlier. Oh, screwed up. But yeah, I didn't even, like, own the game yet. Like, that's, yeah. I was into the fandom before I owned the game. Like, it was wild. Cause like I was into it before it came out on PS4, but when I learned it was coming out on PS4 at that time, I really wanted to get it, but I couldn't. And like that actually made me super sad at that time. But I couldn't get it. And because it came with the music box. Okay, so I really like music boxes. Yeah, one of the great, yeah. I really, really like music boxes. And the PlayStation pre-orders, you got it, it came with a plushie, it came with the music box, it came with the game. And I really wanted that music box. Because it was the heart-shaped locket, and it had has his theme in it. Didn't know the fandom. I just saw a Steven Universe Sans version. It's more crazy than being yeah. Like, I really, really wanted that. I remember very distinctly really, really wanting that. Like, that, I remember that very well, very fondly. If I could, right, I would probably actually go to, like, I'd have to go on eBay, which makes me very sad. But I'd probably actually be able to find a set, on there. So find a pre-order set where it has the plushie and the stuff, plays the PS4 stuff. Yeah, like it makes me like, that is one thing like I really wanted. Just like, I love music boxes. Like, I don't know what it is about music boxes that I love, but I do. And they bring me so much joy. Like, it is, yeah. So, yeah, yeah. One of the few good things about us. Yeah. Actually, so here's the thing. So, I don't know if you guys know the artist. Let's see, they're Spectralite AAA. At the time they were known as Walking Melons AAA. I got into her art when I got into Undertale. They're an amazing artist. Really good digital artist. And like, but I got into them because of Undertale, and I thought Inktail was super duper cool. I don't know if they made Fresh. I think they did a drawing of Fresh, but I think you're thinking of a different person. But no, like they are a really good artist, and when I was younger, I looked up to them. And like I remember they were the artist that I would be like, I want to be like them. Tube Ubin, drawing, speed drawing. I thought speed draws were super cool. But then like I knew I stopped being into them when I started to actually fall asleep to them. Yeah. For whatever reason, later down the line, they just made me tired. Literally. Like, yeah. So, yeah. I've stopped. Yeah. I say tail dog on it. I think Airtail would be super cool. The whole universe glitching. Actually, somebody made a animation like series that utilizes that concept. And Ink's there too. I like to say Inktail because, you know what, I think that's a better thought. But, and also that's how I was introduced to it. I was introduced to it as Inktail, not just Ink. Don't know why. But like, it is, I remember them doing a cool drawing of Ink, and I really, really liked it. And then I remember at that time, I also really got into clay. Like, people would make, like, the characters out of clay and stuff. Like, I remember I got into that as well. Like, it, like, yeah, I remember getting into that. I might check it, I might be, yeah. So, and then I remember I got into some horror tale. I thought that was really cool, and I was really saddened when it wasn't really continued. Like I thought it was, like, really cool. Like, genuinely. Like it was cool. Like, but it didn't really continue beyond, like, the first act. Sadly. But, like, okay, something's wrong here. Whatever. We'll just have to live with it. We warp it like that. Sorry, I'm like, wait a minute, did something wrong here and I don't feel like fixing it. So, but yeah, like, I remember horror tale, and I really liked that. I mean, I've always been a bit of a sucker for horror. However, I will always repeat this. I'm horrible with horror movies. I can't handle them at all. Like, they genuinely terrify me. Because, yeah. Poison and stuff, yeah. Yeah, I love you. Yeah, Angry Chris. Yeah. Horror tale, yeah. It's cool to search. Recording certain. I hate. Yeah. I also got into Glitch Tale. Glitch Tale is a bit of a sad story. Because, so, the community, the Discord community, not a good place for minors. I wasn't there because I wasn't really on Discord much at that time. But, like, I remember really enjoying the story, you know, of Glitch Tale. And, like, now after I've gotten older and, like, stuff happens, I'm like, wow, that was yeah, stuff happened with that one, and it went down in a fire. I dropped it, and the unfortunate thing is that I was also really into Hopeless Peaches at the time. Later I dropped her just because her content wasn't my thing anymore. Yeah. Yeah. A lot. Yeah, it also retcons a lot of stuff. And I remember watching some Hopeless. I used to watch Hopeless Peaches at the time. I've now way since dropped her, but that's also because when I did drop her, it was just a matter of, like, her content wasn't my thing. And now, after, I just kind of stay away from a lot of ArtCC now. Just because, like, I used to be into, like, listening to that and stuff, but now I'm just like, y'all too dramatic for my tastes. Like, it is such a cat fight over there. Like, yeah. And the SCC, the slideshow commentary, it's also a massive cat fight that's just perpetually happening, so. Yeah, those are two where I'm like, I'm just gonna sit in my own corner, do my own thing. Oh. Yeah. Outer Tail, yeah. I liked what was it? What was it? It was I liked Swap, but I liked oh, what was it? What was it? It was um I can't remember. Let's see. I liked what was it called? I think it wasn't quite Swap. It was almost Swap, but not exactly. No, not Fail. I did like Fail, but it was kind of niche. So effectively, it was the regular storyline, but Azrael is still around, and is I think it might be story shift, but Azrael's around, Char's around, but Azrael's older. I think that might be story shift. I'm not too sure. That was a long time ago. So I'm like, but I remember it had a comic, and it was, yeah. No. No. No, 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 no. Like, it's, the story is normal, and then, yeah. Except Kara, Chara, and Azrael are still around. Yeah. But there's another one where it was someone's fan making of the backstory to Sands of Papyrus. Um, like, oh, what was it called? But like it was like experimentations and stuff, and I thought that was super cool. Um, well, I don't remember what that one was called. Um, but I also liked Ask Frisk and Friends. Um, that one I really enjoyed. So I don't know if you watched Ask Frisk and Friends. Um, but yeah, it's great. That one is fun. That one was also super fun. But yeah. Hand plates, yeah, hand plates. Um Casino. Yeah, 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 yeah. But Ask Frisk and Friends. That one I really enjoyed. I remember when um there was a content creator that did readings. Um you know, of because it's a series of Tumblr posts. Well, not posts, but like it'd be a Tumblr post, and then it'd be a bunch of replies and stuff, and you know, Ask Frisk and Friends. But um, I remember I that was one I very much kept up with. Like even after I dropped Glitch Tail, like I kept up with with that. Kept up with AFAC. So as it's lovingly called. So but yeah, that one I really enjoyed. I remember. It was it's a time. That one was fun. That was fun. Even when like it did weird time stuff, it still stayed pretty grounded. And then Ask Drunk Chara, that one was one I enjoyed. That one was silly and I liked it. Yeah. What's up? Hi, I'm doing good. Hi, Ari. Yeah. I have no idea. But yeah. What is it? I've drawn everybody as Power Ranger. I gotta make sure everyone else is also still personalized so you can tell the difference. I need to draw Dawn. But yeah. Drew myself as the Pink Ranger because I like the Pink Ranger, but I didn't want to draw pants, so I didn't draw pants. No, I didn't want to draw a skirt, so I drew pants. Oh my goodness, my wires are crossed. Ah! Okay. Like killer dance. I don't know. Like I said, it's been a while since I've been in Undertale community. Do y'all's humans? Okay. Yeah. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. Oh, golly, that's terrifying. Okay, I gotta figure out something here. Hey, Shanks. Here we go. That. I can't see tiny images. Okay, glasses. There we go. Boom. Watch this magic trick. It's called I'm going to squint. I don't know. Dance Tale, yeah. I don't have much of an opinion. That's the thing, is I don't have much of an opinion. You know, I'm a very simple person. I will just color the last two in as the appropriate colors. Just cause y'all just has a letter. For some reason he just stopped. I don't know. Like I said, I never have had much of an opinion. Mostly cause it's just something that I don't pay attention to anymore these days. You know, like I'll pay attention to some things, you know? NPC girly. Effectively. Respectfully. Look, NPCs are useful too. They're very important. But no, like, once I'm, like, not into a community, or, like, I'm not as entrenched in what's the happenings are, I don't pay attention much to what happens afterwards. Like, is it because I don't like most people? For me, it's a matter of, like, I'm not part of this thing anymore, so I have no reason to care about what the people in that community are doing, unless they're doing something that affects me. Like, I feel like that sounds, like, kind of self-serving. But, like, you know, that's, like, how I feel. You know, is like, after a point in time... Oh yes, I made it so you can see both my characters' eyeballs. I'm like, yeah, each their own. Yeah, I'll just be like, this is, you're not part of, I'm no longer part of the circle that you're a part of. You know, like, that's kind of my approach to stuff. Mostly if it comes to online things. If it's in person, that's a little different, you know, because then it's like, okay, well, I'm gonna at least actively make an effort, because I like people. I like trying to connect with people, okay? I'm not a sociopath. No, I'm not part of Gacha Life. I've utilized Gacha Life but I don't pay attention to really anybody who is. Yeah. It's just Gacha Life is kind of hit or miss. Though I did play the Gacha Life dating sim. they have there is a, what was it, like, it's a visual novel. Yeah. It's on the App Store, it's free. It also frequently misgenders you. Which was this? It was a while back. It was a long time ago. A couple of years back. Oh, just lost your chance to date Fire. There's a gotcha. Yeah. There is a Gacha Life visual novel made by the people who made Gacha Life, by the way. Fun factoid. Made by those very people. They made a visual novel dating sim and I've played it. It's actually not too bad. But you do in fact get misgendered frequently and it's kind of funny. Oh, golly. Don't worry about it. Yeah. Yeah, it's I mean, like, it's about as what you would expect from, like, a Gacha Life visual novel dating sim. Like, I can't quite say it's a dating sim because it has magic happening, like actual magic. There are spells and there is some sort of lore that happened in a different Gacha game. Okay, Gacha has lore. And yeah, it gets wild. like I don't even know what it is, but like the game, the sim that I'm talking about, it makes mention to it, and it's like, yeah, I'm not the same after I got possessed. I'm like, you got possessed? It does. Yeah, it has lore. There is in fact lore. Yeah. All the characters, they have names, they have actual lore, like the pre-made characters. Like in the Gacha Live, like the character creators, like those are actual characters somewhere. And like they actually like have relationships with each other. Like, okay. So one of the characters, she is effectively God, okay? And she got lonely, so she effectively made herself a succubus girlfriend, okay? Okay? Most of which is actually also like a piece of her. Don't worry about that. Anyways, like in this dating sim, like freaking visual novel, you can be in a relationship with her, but you have to be in a relationship with the succubus at the same time. It is wild. Like, you don't realize that there's lore until you start playing like something that isn't the character creator. Once you start playing something that isn't the character creator, you get all of this lore just dumped on you, and you don't know what to do with it. Yeah! God is a lesbian? God is a bisexual, pansexual woman, because, again, in this visual novel, you can pick your gender, okay? You can be a man or a woman, even though the game frequently misgenders you. You can be both, either a man or a woman. So, yeah. Okay. Like, the yeah, you enter into a relationship with God and a succubus. Yes. And that's only one of the routes. Okay? Another of the routes is that you okay, so your available options is human, God and succubus. Those are counted as one. Yes, routes! A fairy or a kitsune. Okay? The two humans, okay, so there's a pretty major part that happens in the story. Okay? Effectively, you get injured, and you can choose to either go to space, okay? That's something for everyone, okay? You can go to space, or you can stay on Earth and you know, live your regular. By the way, your character's like still going to high school, and yeah. And anyways. Yeah. Okay, so anyways. So if you choose to go to high school, your option is either girl or dude. The dude, okay, by the way, he's like, so I did every option because I was curious, right? The dude, he is like the most bland option out there, like, to go for. Like, everyone else is a woman, okay, by the way. So everyone's a lesbian when I'm playing. anyways. So when you, like, choose to stay at school, your option is effectively dude or woman. And the girl, she's a yandere effectively. But not by her own will. No siree. Apparently, in the past, in some previous past, she got possessed by I think it was a demon. It was either a demon or she literally got corrupted. Anyways, the dude I was talking about, that's kind of bland. She has a crush on him, okay? But when she got possessed, that crush became an obsession, okay? And she became completely yandere over him. And then apparently later when you cured her of her either corruption or possession, I don't remember which one it is, she still had yandere tendencies, but it was better. So she wasn't really stabbing anybody. She wasn't a danger to the public. As a guy, you're straight with a yandere. So as a guy, you're either straight with a yandere, or gay with one man, and he's boring. That literally his defining trait is that he's good at basketball. Like, yeah. Anyways. But this girl. So you get a support piece of wood? Yeah. But basically, this girl, she, when you're going her route, okay? My boy. When you go her route, she is having like a whole huge mental conflict that your character's only kind of aware of. In fact, actually, the climax of her story, you're not even there. Actually, it is like the one. It's actually kind of funny, cause like she's like, she goes to this shrine. She basically sleepwalks her way over there. She's like, okay, I'm going to fight my demons, and I'm going to get rid of, because the curse is still kind of there to a degree, which is why she's still kind of yandere. Okay. Like, it couldn't fully get cured, right? The rest of it is kind of on her, but she, she's like, I have a new true love, because the main reason why she didn't deal with it earlier is because she still kind of liked this dude, right? Anyways, but when you enter the picture, she's like, okay, I don't actually like this dude because, like, he doesn't pay attention to me at all. But this person very much does, right? And I like them a lot more, actually. And, like, so she's like, okay, I'm going to, deal with my curse. Like, actually end it once and for all, right? And she does that, but you get like an action scene. Okay, so there are two scenes in this game, where you have to like actually like it's an actual like game beyond visual novel. Okay. Gotcha, Laura playing Elden Ring. Let's go. Oh, be okay. Sure, I don't mind explaining twice. But okay, so there are two main scenes where this game becomes like an actual play of like there are two fight scenes. Okay. No, it doesn't happen when you are with the dude. Like, yeah, there is no fight scene. It just you have him now. Anyways, but like the action scenes are just like bullet hells. Yeah. Suddenly you're playing a bullet hell game. Anyways, but her main scene, her big scene, like where she's literally confronting demons. Like your character isn't even there. Cause like your character's like knocked out because of something. I think like you literally exhausted yourself too much. Anyways, you're out cold right now, okay? And you're not there. And she goes off on her own. And by the way, she can actually die during this. Okay, if you screw up, she can actually like die. And you get a different ending. You always have a good ending and a bad ending. The bad ending is if you die or if your partner dies. But your partner never dies. Unless you're playing as going for the yandere girl, because she can die. Okay? Yeah. Hi, soul. Like, it is absurd. So, like, she can, yeah. So if you make the wrong choice, you can kill your yandere girlfriend. Yeah. I can't, but dying. Yeah, dying. Yeah, she can die. But that's only one of the paths. Yeah. And then like, okay, so the main plot, beyond the romancing of characters, okay. Yeah, she's in high school. Yeah, your character's also in high school. Yeah. The only characters who aren't in high school are literally the characters who aren't human. Okay? Those are the only characters who aren't in high school. Because they are literally like either gods or like beings that just age differently. Like you can romance a fairy. You know, like a little 3-inch fairy. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of crap happens, apparently. But, like, so, the fairy is actually kind of funny, because, so, the fairy is, like, okay, so in a previous game, she was, like, your guide, your helper, you know, throughout one of the previous games. So she's actually really attached to you. And she's actually super jealous if you're with the other girls. Okay? But she doesn't do anything. She just kind of looks sad. And every time you're every time you're with another when you get the ending for another girl, like they make mention that she looks a little bittersweet about it. Okay, like they make sure that to mention that. You know, like she's forcing on a smile, but it's like, yeah. But she has like a form. So okay, so the fairy has two forms, because she's also actually a god. There's more than one god, by the way. But she has more than one form, and her goddess form, you know, is one that she's the least comfortable in, because she was effectively, there's a lot of cursing happening. I think it's because there was a blight in some previous game, and that one was a little more action oriented or whatever. I don't know. I don't know at all. Anyways, but that form got corrupted, and she kind of, when she was in that form, she used to kind of go berserk, and she would, like, you know, she'd hurt people, and she didn't like that, so she stayed chilling out as a fairy. Fairy is actually god. A god. There's like more than one god, like I said. Anyways, she oh golly. But like, you help her like get comfortable in her form, but also like that's not the most important thing. Yeah. To just say I have to go. Oof. Have fun, be safe. But okay, main story. The actual main story beyond romancing. That's what I was going to talk about, and then I got distracted. Okay. So the main story is that the corruption is effectively back. Well, not quite. Anyways, weird things are happening, and you want to help, right? And you discovered weird things is happening when you get injured. You actually get injured really badly. Your arm effectively gets broken. And so that, when that happens, you run into, you know, some of your friends. Actually, you don't run into any of the humans, no. You run into, the god, whom god was Succubus' girlfriend. You run into her, and then she's like, oh my goodness, what happened? It's either her or you run into the kitsune. You run into both. You eventually meet all of them. But basically, after you get injured, you get to make the choice of, okay, are you going to be stubborn, and are you going to help the crew, which will consist of the god, the fairy, and the kitsune. Are you going to stay and help them, and be a stubborn little brat after they told you to go home? Because clearly this is too dangerous for your flimsy little human arms. Or are you going to actually go home? Which is the main choice of Earth or the moon. Because remember, God lives on the moon. God's a woman, she's a lesbian, and she lives on the moon. God. So after you make your choice, if you go the human route, it's just like the story, your main story is whoever you're going after. Okay. But if you decide to be a stubborn brat, the story is now, okay, well, since you're not going home, the truth isn't, oh, God is a woman and is a lesbian. But the story then is, okay, let's find out what this thing is. Also, don't get injured again. But let's find out what this thing is, and then let's stop it. And that's the core of it. And you know, you do actually. It's like a basically somebody's bringing the blight back. So, and then along the way, you're romancing somebody. So, you're romancing one of the mythical beasts. Yeah. The kitsune at the end, you effectively actually get married and then turn into a kitsune yourself. Yeah. So, the story actually is told in a pretty decent way. It's not horrible. I mean, it's not like the best I've seen, but it's not bad by any means. So, yeah, it's fun. it is a wild ride. Yeah. It is one of those things where you're like, wait, there's lore to this, and then you're like, there's lore to this. It's like, okay, I don't know if any of you guys have ever played Paladins. Okay. The game Paladins. But like, you know, like hero shooter, whatever. I mean, it's not completely heroes. Anyways, but playing that, like, and then you like read into the characters and then you're like, oh wait, there's lore. That's what like playing any of these gacha life, like actual, like, yeah, probably there's even, yeah, like that's what it's like. It's like you're like, wait, there's lore to this thing, and you're like, oh, there's lore to this thing, and then you get really curious, and like it's in different games, like. And here's the thing, is that it also explains away. So you know how which gacha game is it? There's one of the gacha like lives or something. Anyways, where you can actually walk around like an area, a location, like that actually gets explained by something else. Hi, Don. like those locations actually are explained. Like your character, like lore wise, actually does go to the school that you can see, that you see in the game in there. You know, like it is something. Like, yeah, Don, we're talking about the like the gacha life and stuff, because there's, okay, this all started because I mentioned that there is a gacha life dating sim that I've played, that just like that game just dumps a bunch of lore on you, and then there are other games. It's made by the same people who made gacha life, so yeah. And there's a lot of lore. God's a lesbian. She has a succubus girlfriend, and yeah. Oh god. Yeah. But like the locations and characters get explained by some other game or something. A gacha dating. That's what everybody else's reaction was. Yes, a gacha dating sim. There is exactly one man that you can romance. He is about as boring as, I don't know, like, he's super boring. He's so boring, I can't think of a thing that's more boring. It's super boring. You get to choose your gender. You get to choose. Yeah. So you could be a lesbian. You could be a raging lesbian. Or you could be a, you know, I guess you could be gay as a man, but there's only one option, so the game kind of forces your hand on that one. Sorry, Don. But yeah. But like It is a time. There's so much lore. You learn that God's a lesbian. I mean, what actually happened is that she got lonely, so she created a succubus girlfriend for herself. That doesn't you can date her, but you have to date her girlfriend at the same time. Wait a minute. I would like more males than females in my dating. Males, female. I got it done. Okay. I mean, it is a dating sim. It is kind of to be expected. No, here's actually the nice part, is that you can actually choose your gender. You know how little dating sims do that? Okay. Chat, you're gonna learn a little bit of something. I've played a lot of dating sim games. Like, a lot of them. Not just like one or two, like a lot of them. Okay. Don't be like, woman, I came here to see men! Send dudes! You mean nudes? I'm in the middle of a fight! I need more men! Yeah. But yeah, I've played a good handful of dating sims. Yeah, like there's actually a company, they make dating sims, and they're they're mobile app dating sims, so they're not the best. But and their protagonist is always female. Almost always. But here's the funny thing. They always include at least one female romanceable character. One character who's a woman that you can romance. I'm like, wow, they're thinking of me. They're thinking of the lesbians who want to play a dating sim. Yeah. Like, a fun pastime for me. Nothing more. And I always find it funny, like, the obvious, dating choices that they have are men, of varying degrees, and you're always playing a female character, but they always have just one, exactly one romanceable female character. It is kind of silly. I mean, I appreciate it, but it's also kind of silly when you think about it. Because it's exactly one. They'll have like 4, 3, they'll have a good handful of dudes. And then there's one woman. like one of the games I played, it's okay, they actually made a sister game, which is more game and less visual novel, where it's about a zombie apocalypse happened, and you're playing this girl, and she her sister went missing, so she's looking for her sister. Okay. You're traveling with your childhood friend, and you've met up with this dude who says he's lost. He's not actually lost. But no, he's there too. And like, you're trying to find your sister, right? Well, the other game actually focuses, so your character's sister is still alive, but it focuses on her, and where she's at. So, but that one, like I said, is more focused on the game and less the visual novel. There's still visual novel that happens. It's just not as important. Yeah. But you have then you find this church, okay, and it has it has effectively refugees in it, and there's this girl there is, like I said, there's exactly one woman that is romanceable, and this woman is her. Actually, I really like her route above all the others, not just because I'm a lesbian. Okay, I mean that's part of the reason, but not just because that, but because she also has some of the best visuals. Like, okay, so they all have like some key visual art pieces that happens during story moments, right? But she has some of my favorite visuals, like comparatively to the other characters. Like, they're just better. Like, they're designed better, they look better, they're just flat out better, which I think is kind of funny. Yeah. So but yeah, it's I don't know, dating sims are kind of fun. But they're fun in like a I wouldn't say like morbid, like in a like this will never actually happen kind of way, I guess. And also, I like good story writing. Yeah. Like, I've always been an enjoyer of good story writing, which is why I've played through Code Vein, because I love Code Vein because it has great story. Playing through Code Vein 2, I really enjoy it. I think it has good story. And I think like the Steam reviews are wrong. I like proving people wrong. It's my favorite pastime. But like, no, it's just something like that I enjoy. I like good story writing, doggone it. Let me have it. And like, out of like, okay, so there's a lot of like visual novel slop out there. Like, a lot of it, it very much exists. Okay. Since this is Lunar, I'll give him the skirt. Yeah. Okay. But like, it's one of those things. Here we go. Because I know your character wears a dress. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, visual novels actually generally have at least half decent writing, which is really all that's needed. Yeah. None taken. Yeah. Don't pick fights with each other in my chat. Only I'm allowed to pick fights. Nah, I'm not gonna pick fights with you guys. I know better than to pick fights with chat. Unless if it's over waifus. Then I'll pick a fight with you there. Yeah. Okay. Leg. I still wear leggings. They're just white. White is a good color. White goes with everything. So does black. Black is a good color. I like black as a color. Not because I'm a fan of emo Dark Souls. Actually, Dark Souls already is emo. Because I'm a fan of emo anime souls. Of emo vampires. Yeah. Oh god. Like my creation of chat. Look at it, it's chat. They're Power Rangers too. Don, I've deemed that you'd be either the Blue Ranger, or if a Purple Ranger exists anywhere, you'd be a Purple Ranger. Yep. Like. And that's why I have more. Yeah. I don't know, it's because of the things you like. Yeah. You're either blue or purple, but I'm not too sure if I think there is a purple ranger that exists somewhere. Doesn't exist in Mystic Force, so you'd be the blue ranger in Mystic Force. But I think there is a purple ranger somewhere. Wouldn't be surprised if it's in Dino Force. Or what is it? The one with the tigers. What is that one? I always really liked that one too, but I never could remember the name of it. One with the tigers. What was it? It was like the same reason why I liked Voltron. Voltron, they have the paladins were all cat themed. I may or may not like cats. Actually, we're gonna do this. Yeah. There we go. There we go. Yeah, I mean, isn't there yeah, there's a Black Ranger. So here's the thing: is that so the Black Ranger is actually part of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, and then is there for almost all of the other consecutive Power Rangers. But the Black Ranger isn't there for Mystic Force. There is no Black Ranger in Mystic Force, as far as I'm aware of. Yeah. But there is a Crimson Ranger and a White Ranger and a Gold Ranger. But there isn't a Black Ranger. There's red, pink, yellow, blue, green. So, yeah. I think the Green Ranger is replacing the Black Ranger in the lineup. It's either green or pink. Yeah. So, the Black Ranger's one of the OG Rangers. Like, part of, like, color-wise, is one of the OGs. Yeah. Red Ranger is always there. Don't think there's ever Power Rangers without the Red Ranger. Because the Red Ranger is always the leader. And then usually one of the other female Rangers, almost always the love interest. Let's see. I'm trying to remember. I don't remember. So, I could look up if there's a Purple Ranger. Here, I can do that right now. Here. Let me do something. Is there a Purple Ranger in Power Rangers? There is. There's one in Dino Force. There's one in the one where it's all the tigers. Yeah, so there is a Purple Ranger. So, hold on. I'm curious now. Hold on, I'm looking up at this. Purple Ranger. Okay. Jungle Fury. Dino Charge. Also Dino Charge. Void Knight. Ooh. Yeah, Mighty Morphin. Solar. Yeah. There is a Purple Ranger. Night Wolf? Never thought of that. But enhanced modes. Yeah. Yeah, there is a Purple Ranger. The Jungle Fury. Yeah, Jungle Fury I thought was cool. Yeah, Jungle Fury Wolf Ranger. I think that's the Ranger you'd be, Dawn. You'd be you'd actually specifically would be just that ranger. You'd be the purple ranger in Jungle Fury, which is also a wolf. So, you know what? It is two of your favorite things put together in one ranger, so. Main color palette's also purple and black. So, yeah. I found the Power Ranger for you, Dawn. Yep, I found your ranger. I found your ranger. Sorry, my brain was like buffering for a second. Oh golly. Yeah. But I've always been a pink ranger. Yeah. Some of them I don't really know if I should count them as rangers, mostly cuz like, you know, they're not stereotypical like ranger form, even though they're probably actually, because it's weird because of like how some of the stuff is structured. I'm not going to spoil it on here, but I've gotten the 2 and 3 in the bloopers, the 1 through 4 done, and wow, nice, Julio. I've been playing Code Vein 2. Oh golly, I've been playing Code Vein 2 for the last couple of days. You probably noticed. Yeah, the MHA stuff. Yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yeah. And like, it's, yeah, I've been addicted to Code Vein 2, but now I have hit a boss. And oh my goodness, her second phase is kind of difficult for me. Because, like, it goes from, you go from having one boss to having a boss and a mini boss, effectively. I mean, she would theoretically die quickly, but you're trying to avoid a boss, or trying to deal with the mini boss that shows up because you can't stop her midway through. So, that's been a struggle for me. I've been playing Code Vein 2. Holly, I've been at her boss. Jose? I love Jose. Jose is my wife. Holly's my second wife. Lou, she's... I guess she could be my third wife. I guess she could be... I've claimed waifus in that game now. Yeah. If that game ever gets better optimization, or if I get a PS5, I don't have a PS5. I may, I'll stream it, but that's only if the game gets better optimization, or if I get a PS5. So, yeah. Because I do want to stream that game, it's just, I literally can't. Not unless I want my computer to explode. Or implode, both work. Both work. I don't want my computer to kill itself. For the sake of a game. Because like I said, it's poorly optimized. I'll crap on Code Vein 2 about that all day long until it's better. Yeah. But on another note, I've actually, okay, so I think I've mentioned this before, I'm not too sure. But I've started drawing up a manga, because that's actually something I've always wanted to do for the longest time, is to make my own manga, which I have been doing, and I've been making the pages digital, because I drew everything traditionally, because it's easier to make notes in the margins. It's easier. Yeah. And also how I write out pages. Like, it's just better for me to do it traditionally. And then make it digital. But I've been making headway on that, and I am super excited. And I when I get it done, I do want to show peeps it. When I get like some pages and stuff done, or pages. I don't have the first chapter digital yet. I have the first chapter done. I have like the first 3 chapters done. But I don't have like the all of those pages like digital, you know? So, but I've been actually super excited getting that stuff done. And then I actually also drew up in my free time. I say free time. But a really cool and lustrous piece. I don't know if any of you guys have ever watched it. I seriously suggest watching Land Lustrous. If you know Beastars, they are the same exact studio who did Beastars. So yeah, I suggest it. But that anime is beautiful. It is very pretty. It is very, very well done. Especially if you look at how old it is now. It's not super old. Not like 2011. But it is, it's aging. But it still looks really good. Which is really, really nice. So, yeah. And I suggest it to everybody and their child. If you have a child. Oh no, I don't know if you have children. Do you have children? Yeah. So it is something that makes me very, very, very happy. Is Land Lustrous. Violet Evergarden. I should rewatch Violet. I got anime I need to watch. Oh my goodness. I gotta stop being like, I want to rewatch this thing. And I'm like, what about these other anime I have put on my to watch list? I haven't watched them. I haven't even touched them. And granted, I could probably binge watch them in a couple of days like I did with This Monster Wants to Eat Me. But like, also I gotta stop just sticking stuff on my to watch list and then never touching it because I'm busy rewatching something. At least I'm still watching an anime that is being aired. So that's good. I'm watching Roll Over and Die. So that's been fun. That's been a fun time. I know I said that earlier today. Like, Roll Over and Die, it's good. I suggest it. But, like, there's a good example. I think Kagiri is on there. What else is on my list? There's a whole handful of different Yuri anime that's on there. Like, I have quite the list of Yuri anime to watch. MHA used to be on my list. Then I took it off. And then I put it on, and then I took it off again. It's just kind of hit or miss for me. If that makes sense. Like, I like MHA. But I also, like, don't... Not really don't care for it. But, like, sometimes, like, it clicks and then other times it doesn't. Like, you know? Like, that's the thing. Like, MHA is a very, very hit or miss for me. I did the same thing with Love Live. Just because Love Live is a monster. It is a monster. But I enjoy watching idol anime. But that one's a monster. Okay? You can't convince me otherwise. Love Live is a monster. Like, it's like the One Piece idol anime. Like, when they announce a new Love Live, you're like, oh, okay, it's another Love Live. And you are so not, like, shocked. Like, it's like, oh, Love Live. Cool. Okay. Like, yeah. It is a monster of an anime. Not as big as One Piece, don't get me wrong. But also, they have like 3 different TV series and like a handful of different movies. Like it's a lot. And that's not counting the rhythm games, which also have their own stories. And I put Av Mujica Bang Dream on my list too, because I enjoy playing Bang Dream. That is one of my favorite rhythm games. And I'm like a level 122? 132. I'm somewhere over there. I'm probably even higher than that. I don't even remember my level. I don't pay attention to it. I mean, I don't play on any song on any difficulty easier than hard. So, yeah. But like, there's an anime series. There's actually a couple of anime series. There's one that focuses on the main cast, which has been deemed to be Poppin' Party. And then there is My Go, which was created in anime form and then was brought into the game. And then they've done the same thing for Av Mujica, but it isn't implemented into the game. They're not implemented into the game quite yet, but I have a feeling that they are going to be in the game, which is going to be nice. And then Vanguard. So, okay, I play Vanguard, but I don't have any friends to play Vanguard with. It's kind of sad. But I have the Morphonica Vanguard deck, and I learned about the Av Mujica deck that's coming out, but it's not in English, or correction, not all of it is in English. Not all the cards. So I can't get the deck. Vanguard decks are so cheap, by the way. Like, okay, so I come from my throat just got caught. I come from playing Magic the Gathering. Okay? Which their card prices are pretty high. And like they it's one of my favorites. But going from Magic the Gathering, paying for cards that can be upwards still. Like, I think the highest card that I've would have gone out of my way to buy was $60. Yeah. The card has since gone up in price, actually. But that's Magic the Gathering. For Vanguard, highest card I think I paid for is I want to say about $3. Yeah, $3 USD. Oh, yay! Congratulations on making it through a whole year. You want me to drop by and say hi? after I stream myself next week. A whole year on TubeYube. Doing the content creation thing. Yeah. Good job. You've made it this far. Yeah. Yeah. Wow. 1 year stream. Has it really been a year for you? Wow. I mean, for me it's been 2 years, so I know it's a little weird. I'm like, wait, it's been a year for you? So huh. That is, not gonna lie, a little weird for me. Feel like, oh, you've been here a year. I don't know, it feels like you've been, I mean, I know you've been, like, doing videos and stuff for longer than that. But, like, I don't know, it doesn't feel like it's been 1 year for you. Does that make sense? Like, my guess is probably because you have actually made content for longer than a year. Not like streaming, but like other like content like videos. So it might be because of that. Or it feels like it's been, you know, longer than that. Longer than a year. But also like, yeah. To be honest, I'm kind of amazed. Actually, anyone should be amazed at actually lasting should be me. Mostly because I know I said this at my first year anniversary and I said it at my second year, but I didn't think I was gonna keep with YouTube this long. Like, keep doing the streaming YouTube thing. So, yeah. Like, I don't know what that says about me or about the platform I'm currently working on and currently doing. But yeah, no man, like, yeah, you've been here for a year, a whole year, whole 365 days, the whole 300. Yeah. Anniversaries. It's weird. It'd be like, whoa, I've been here. Yeah. Look at that. Making all, well, not all of chat. Making chat a Power Rangers. Welcome to stream. Actually, I'm gonna be having to have to end shortly though soon. My time's almost up. Because I got things in life to do. Because I'm not, I have a day job. Yeah, I'm not sure if you know this, but I can't sustain myself on YouTube. As much as I would like to. That's just a pipe dream for me. Yeah. Getting YouTube doesn't pay you when you literally can't take any payment. When you're literally too small. You know? Tis his life. Yeah. But no, I intend to keep doing YouTube. And I intend to be dragging Dawn into my streaming endeavors. By the way, Dawn, we should stream Stardew together. Yeah. Like, it's been a bit. But I have plans for next week. I have plans. Yes. Yes. Oh god. Poor Dawn. Dawn will never be allowed to leave. I'm going to drag him into gaming. And Dawn, one of these days I'm gonna drag you over to my house. Okay, we're gonna do a hand cam stream together. And we're gonna play card games or something. I'm gonna make you draw. I'm gonna make you do art. No, I'm not gonna do that to you. And I'm not that mean, okay? I may be mean, but I'm not that mean. But one of these days, if Don has no paws, I'll riot. Don't worry, don't worry. I'll have him wear my paws. My paws are red. Have I shown you guys my paws on stream? I have no idea. I don't remember. I know I talked about them on stream. I'll have to do that next time I do a handcam stream. Yeah. I'll make sure Don has paws. Oh, golly. But yeah. I'll drag you, Don, lovingly to do a stream together. Yep. We'll do something. Do a hand cam. I am human with fox ears and tail. I mean, I have a magic rock. Wait, it's a rock. That's a rock fact. Yep. So, yeah, one of these days, Don. One of these days. You're never gonna be... You're never gonna get rid of me. No matter how hard you try. You are never going to get rid of me. I will come back, like a plague. I'm like the flu, I never leave. I always evolve. Did I talk about how the fact that the Black Plague is still a thing, technically? Black Death? Yeah, the thing that caused that is still around, right? Yeah. I think I talked about that. I talked about that during your Skyrim stream. But yeah, that still exists. I mean, it's completely treatable now. But yeah, it still exists. Never goes away. That's me. I never go away. I'm not sorry. I'm not... Yep. Yeah. I will forever torment the local populace with my dumb jokes, my teenage boy humor, and being a raging lesbian. That is what the world will be subjected to now and forever. Oh god. Yep. I will collect waifus like they're Pokemon, and nobody will stop me. Oh, golly. Maybe one of these days I ought to play Pokemon. Actually, I'm too scared to play Pokemon on stream. Just because of how Nintendo is. You know? Like, it's just one of those things where you're like, I just... I'd want to get the Pokemon Diamond remake for the Switch, though. It'd be easier for me to literally stream that. Mostly because, like, you have to have something special to record even off of a DS. So yeah. I don't have that thing. I don't remember what it is, but I know you have to have something that is specifically designed to record like a very specific type of video capture card, which I do not own. Like, that is something I don't own, sadly. So, it's a sad day. Oh well. Unless I get that, I want to get Pokemon Diamond for the Switch. Pokemon Diamond! First Pokemon game, like actual like Pokemon game that I played. Like, yeah. So, I remember I played it. When I first played it, I played it on my 3DS. And I remember it was on a car ride. From a tournament. It's a specific type of tournament. I'm not gonna say what it is, cause yeah, cause but anyways, I remember I was talking to my older brother's friend, cause so it was me. I was in the car with my dad, my older brother, well, my oldest and older, both brothers. But I was talking to my oldest brother's friend, and I'm like, and he's like, "Have you ever played?" No, I was watching him play Pokemon, cause he was a Pokemon fan. Anyways, he had a couple of Pokemon games, and he's like, "Have you ever played any of these Pokemon games?" I'm like, "No, I haven't ever played Pokemon in my life." And he's like, "This is a sin." So he gifts me his Pokemon Diamond for DS because I've never played a Pokemon game before. Yeah. So yeah, it was kind of funny. He's like, "Yeah, keep it." When I was like, because he didn't tell me like you should have it. I was like, "Oh, here, have your game back." He was like, "No, keep it. You must keep it and keep it safe." And I'm like, "Okay, I'll keep this Pokemon game safe." And so I have. I actually play it I play it frequently. I will play it on like car rides and stuff. Not on the car ride because car sick. I do not want to be car sick. Yeah. But I would like play that Pokemon Diamond well on trips or something. Yeah, I'll usually bring my 3DS when I'm off on a trip. Yeah. Pretty frequent. It's a good game. It's a good game. So I'd actually want to get the remake. I remember when I was younger I wanted to play the Pokemon games, but my dad was like, no. We don't have the money for that. We don't have the money. Yeah. I remember I did used to have a DS, and it was good that we had like the warranty where like if it breaks, you can get it replaced for free. Yeah, it was a good thing that we all had that on our DSs. Because don't ask me how he did it, but my older brother, not my oldest, not the oldest, he broke the DSs. Yeah, it turns out if you bend a DS backwards, they break. Yeah. I'm back. Yeah, welcome back. Yeah, we do end up. Don and I know I talked about this. We went on, a while back, we went on a long 10-hour car ride, roughly, together, as friends, as you do with your friends. You say, "Hey, let's get in the car and let's drive about 10-ish hours, across like 4 different states." um, to visit these people for a weekend. That's literally what happened. I'm getting broken by fire. Oh my goodness. No. And yeah, Dawn and I did that. We traveled together. And we were able to entertain ourselves pretty well. Karaoke with Toad is something I do suggest. See how many lines of of holding out for a hero can you sing while doing a Toad voice, okay? Okay? Gotta do it. Yep. That is what our car trip devolved to. Yeah, we were playing Russian roulette with songs. Effectively. It was great. It's a bad idea to let Dawn and I sit in a car together for longer than a couple of hours. And somebody let us sit in a car together for about 10 hours. Yeah. Yeah. I'm pretty sure if somebody were to like have just like recorded our conversation, and by the time like we hit like, I'd say about the 4-hour mark, you know, we probably sounded like we were high. We weren't. But we were being a little silly. Yeah. Being really silly. That's what we were good at. We're good at being silly. Oh god. Maybe I should have just maybe I shouldn't be together with somebody for that much time. Like, crammed in a metal box driving somewhere. Maybe that's just what should happen, is that I'm just not allowed to be around people for that much time. Oh god. I'm not that bad. I don't think. I don't know. Good luck, babe. As soon as I left my house. Yeah. Good luck, babe. I know every word to that song. Yeah, I listen to it pretty religiously. It's a banger of a song. It's great. I love it. Which reminds me, I need to download the opening to This Monster Wants to Eat Me. That's a banger opening. I love it. It's a great opening. Like, one of my favorites. Not my favorite, but one of. Okay. There are... My goodness. There's a couple... There's some... Yeah. But good luck, babe. Yeah, I really like that one. I like the lesbian breakup song, who could have guessed? Oh god. It's actually, it's really fun. It's a good song. I suggest everybody and their mother to listen to it. Another song that I like is, what is it? It's, I don't remember. Suicide did a cover of it. It's a very sad song. But, the main visual is train tracks with two girls chilling out on the train tracks. That one I really like. I can't remember the name of it, but it is a sad song, and like it is also one of those songs where like you relate to it a lot when you look at the English lyrics. Like it's like yeah, I remember yeah, that but it's a good song. Well, here's the thing, is that it has a very peppy mood. Yeah. I like my songs that are a little that may or may not have like a peppy mood to them, but the lyrics are like super duper depressing. Yeah. Good luck, babes. Good. I enjoy it. So I can finish inking him. Here we go. Yeah. And then everybody's gonna be a Power Ranger color. But I know who's gonna be green. I'm pink. Theoretically, we should have someone who's red. And red should be the leader, but no, I'm the leader. Fight me. Lunar, I'm going to have her be blue. She's gonna be a blue ranger. And then Emerald could be red, I guess. I sure hope Emerald likes the color red. I don't actually much. I mean, I do care, but I also don't care. You get the color you get. You get the color. So Dawn isn't here, otherwise I just make a purple ranger from Mystic Force. I just create one. Yep. Yeah. So it'd be good. It'd be good. I'm overtime. I don't wanna. I'm gonna finish inking this before I end stream. In the meantime, so next week is going to be Dishonored. That is what I intend to do next week. It's not completely finished, but whatever. So next week is Dishonored. Because I haven't touched Dishonored in a bit. And that will be fun. Hopefully. So, and then there's a 50-50 chance I might later add, a game to the roster. But I'm not too sure. I'm not committed on that one. Okay? But next week is Dishonored. So everyone, have fun. Be safe. Don't die, because that's very, very bad for your health. And I'll see everybody next week. Bye-bye.